Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle and this is the Belle Perspective, and today we're going to be reviewing Love and Marriage Detroit Season 1, Episode 3, Don't Rock the Boat. First I was like, what the hell does Don't Rock the Boat got to do with anything? But then I just realized that Anthony in the last scene was crying and carrying on. So I guess that's the reason why. So anyway, let's get into some housekeeping items before we get into this review. Let's do that. This is a growing channel and I need your help. Support Black women. Okay, let's get into this review. Okay, here is what I'm going to say off top. And this is my second time recording this video because I forgot to say this. So I'm going to remember to say it now. Off top, had these men from Brandon to Anthony to Russell had and one, okay? Like my grandma used to say, had and one of these ninjas talked to their wives, communicated with their wives about any and all of the decisions that they were making, maybe they would have gotten the support that they would have wanted, right? Because that's really been the underlying issue throughout this whole entire episode and season in the last 3 episodes that I've been seeing, right? Russell's talking, why don't you support me? Brandon, why don't you support me? Anthony, why don't you support me? Y'all talking about y'all need all the support, okay? But y'all supposed to be the leads and the heads and the mouths and all, but y'all need all the support. Maybe, get a training bra, okay? Get a sports bra, boo, if you need all the support. Just please, okay? And quiet as it's kept Anthony. But anyway, we're not shaming nobody body, okay? Because girl, we working it out too. We working it out too. But anyway, again, had and one of these men communicated with their wives from jump, maybe they would have gotten the support that they whining about now. Okay, let's get into it. So we're picking up from where we left off. Brandon and Christina are at this wine event, Opulence Wine. Dr. Latoya Thompson, shout out to her. Come on, girl, we doing it up in here. All right, they're going back and forth, and it's getting nasty. Personally, it would have had to take all 3, 4, 5, 6 people to keep me from jumping on Brandon because the way he disrespected her was on another level. Yikes. I don't believe in DV, right? Putting your hands on nobody. That's not what I believe in. However, Brandon proclamated, got loud and was like, oh, you just want to make sure that you just want to make sure that your image and your image isn't tarnished. Hey y'all, hey everybody, Christina isn't insecure, y'all. She isn't insecure. I would have snapped. So again, I think that Anthony and Bravo were not helping at all. They were also kind of attacking Christina. Brandon basically served her up on a platter to be embarrassed and attacked. And I was just like, Christina, why are you playing these games with him? Why are we even doing this? Again, lots of career this, my career that, going back and forth and forth and back, right? Everyone's separating them. Y'all go home. This is the end of the event. It was very embarrassing. Had I invited them, I'd have been like, y'all can't come back. We can't bring y'all no more. Y'all can't come back here no more. Okay. It was a lot. But I don't like the way that this was handled at all. So they're walking home and they're still kind of having a little bit of an argument, and Brandon did a switcheroo. Now Brandon real good for a switcheroo on you. He real good for a switcheroo. Do you hear what I'm saying? He one of them people that play that game where they put the little ball with the cups, right? Put the ball on the table, put the cup on top of the table, and then start switching it around with all the other cups. And you got to figure out where the ball is at up under the cup. It's Brandon. He playing around it because Christina is so invested in him. She's not paying attention that there's a game being played, right? So she over here trying to figure out where the ball at, and he lifted up. Oop, too slow, right? I'm like, girl, Christina, please understand that this is a game that Brandon set up to come at you with the bullshit, okay? Please. So he does this annoying question. Oh, do you really want to be with me? Do you really want to be with me? Answer yes or no. Do you want to be with me? Do you support me? Yes or no? Here's where I feel like that's a switcheroo question. The reason I say that because this is his way of trying to get out, if that makes sense. He is trying to push her to the limit so that she can finally say, yes, Brandon, please go. On the other hand, she not gonna do that. She not gonna do that. She not gonna do that. She holding on for dear life for this marriage because she wants to have that biblical marriage, right? That biblical love. It's like, girl, what are you? Yikes. It's another thing. Religion is thrown around more of as a means of control versus a faith that you all believe in. I'm just that's what I'm seeing on this show, and I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it, y'all. So then he does another switcheroo, right? So they refer to their house as the penthouse. They're going up, they go to the penthouse, or they're about to go to the penthouse, and Brandon does another switcheroo and he says, you know what? I just need to take a walk. I'ma just go. Girl, he don't come home. And we later on find out that there's another place that they have, and he been staying at the other place. Said, child, baby, the game don't change, just the players. The game don't change, just the players. Okay. So Christina is talking with her good friend, and they're trying to plan for her good girlfriend's outfit. And good girlfriend is asking, girl, what's going on with you and Brandon? Are you working it out? Have you had a conversation? Are y'all talking? Christina says, I know that if Brandon wants out of this relationship, I'm not going to fight him. I'm going to do everything that I can for my marriage. But if Brandon wants out, I'm not going to fight him. But that makes me feel like, sweetheart, you ready for him to go too. But you're going to only wait for him to pull the trigger. But Brandon not going to pull the trigger because he don't want to pull the trigger. He want to have that safety net. And so you holding on, and he kind of hanging in there, but not necessarily ready to give it up. Although he is ready to give it up. He ready to have the outside privileges, but still want to be able to come home. Child's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. I really do need Christina to start thinking critically, because the route that she's going right now. Anyway, okay, so that's enough of Christina and Brandon because I don't have time for them. Actually, no, it's not. There's one other thing that I want to talk about with Christina and Brandon. When we find out that Brandon has another place and he's living somewhere else, hasn't talked to Christina and God knows how long because he didn't give us the days, Anthony said, you know what? I'm getting scared from my dog. This is, if he stays away too long from her, Christina might be like, you know what? Let him go on and be where he want to be, right? He says, listen, Christina is the woman that you love. Christina, when your artist got pregnant and you were sad, and Christina came along and you just were joyful and y'all got married. And I was like, missing pieces to this story because what else is happening here? First of all, why the hell is Brandon sad that the artist got pregnant? Is it his baby? Was it his baby? And then is that the only reason why you can say that Christina and Brandon should be together? Because of what? Y'all get down in the comments and tell me what y'all think about that. Because I said, well, why the hell Brandon sad and mad, or what, feeling whatever he was feeling with the artist? Okay. So then we get to Anthony and Latoya. Anthony gonna bring this up every 5 minutes. But I'm gonna bring this up every 5 minutes, every chance they get. Anthony was working with Marvel, Disney Marvel, and in Atlanta, and he felt like it was a missed opportunity. Ultimately, Latoya said, if you move down to Atlanta and stay down there and you're gonna hurry and bring your ass home, Atlanta gonna be your new permanent home, and you don't have to worry about me and the kids, okay? Anthony, I feel like, from what I'm seeing, is dedicated to his family, right? I don't feel like Anthony is a Martell or a Marceau. Get up and go to Africa and leave his whole family behind, right? Not nothing. Don't check in on him or nothing, right? Nothing, not like that. I think Anthony will bend over backwards. Honestly, I wish we saw more of the bend over backwards Anthony versus whatever this is that they trying to push off on us right now, because it's not real. It's not real. So they're still talking about that, and we find out that their two children were experiencing some racist, right, in the school, and Anthony was traveling back and forth. And the way that Latoya depicts the scenario is that Anthony did nothing but have one little conversation with them over the weekend and send him right back off to school so he can go chase his dreams in Atlanta. Now, I understand that you want to chase your dreams, but your children come first. Once you have kids, baby, that's it. That's it. Your life, you need to be focused on your kids. And I Anthony kept saying, I was there for my kids. I was there for my kids. I did this, and that. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, did you ask your children? Or did you make sure that they were okay? Like, you can't just say my kids are fine. Did you ask them and did you wait for a real true response? Right? I don't know. And then also Latoya was like, I'm having to deal with them, having to deal with this all alone. That's major. It's a major thing. So I understand what Latoya was saying. Um, and again, Anthony, had you communicated this with your wife, you wouldn't be here in this situation. With her beforehand, it wouldn't have been an issue. Brandon, had you communicated with your wife what was going on, that you had one foot out the door and you didn't want to be with her anymore, and your eyes started one, had you just communicated that, maybe, just maybe, y'all would have been able to get the help that you needed, right? So that you wouldn't be out in the street. But no, you just want to go and do whatever. Like I'm not. Y'all are missing the mark, and it's getting annoying. So then, or just not communicating. And what do adults do? Y'all want to be the heads. Y'all want to be the this, the that, and the third. But y'all don't know how to communicate. I'm not understanding, and I'm feeling like people within this show are again using religion as a form of control, as opposed to a belief system or as a form of faith. Because that's really what it should be. Not control. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, and I'm kind of getting sidetracked. So in the last scene, Anthony and Latoya and another couple go on a boat trip. And here they go. They bring up Atlanta all over again. And Anthony gets in his feelings and says that he felt like he wasn't supported. And he said that this was him chasing his dreams. He wanted to be able to allow people from Detroit to tell Detroit stories. And Latoya basically pulled the plug on his dreams, is what he was saying. And in that moment, I really couldn't feel sorry for him. Really couldn't. Again, had you communicated with your wife, you and your wife mapped out a plan of what you wanted to do and how you wanted to chase your dreams before you decided to go and just do it, maybe it would have been a different story. So really can't. What do you want? I can't give this to you. Just can't. I'm sorry. I can't do it for you. I get to Colby. Now, this is where I was really annoyed because Colby and Russell, Colby, first of all, maybe it's me, maybe I'm hungry, but Colby food look good as hell. Child, she can whip me up a few things, girl. I'm loving it. Anyway, Colby's parents come to visit her. She wants to talk to them because basically she's like, I know y'all done sat up here and told Russell he need to go ahead and be a chaplain or a pastor or whatever. I need to talk to y'all because y'all not in my best interest. And I thought that this scene was very sad. One, because ultimately what they did was basically tell her that your husband is your leader and you need to be quiet and don't ask any questions and just trust him and his relationship with God. And what I wrote was how disappointing it is to go to your parents and they not protect you. How disappointing is it for you to go to your parents and tell your parents, right? The people who you have their DNA all up and through your body, okay? You go and tell your parents, hey, my spouse is doing XYZ and I do not like it. I don't feel protected. I don't feel included. I don't feel XYZ. And they turn around and tell you, well, you just need to listen to him. He knows what's best. You just need to go and follow along and don't ask no questions and just shut up and be quiet and be thankful you got a man because I swear Jesus would want it. I was like, girl, get the people out your life. Because and maybe that's just me. The spirit of my cancer spirit, I'll cut somebody off real quick. Do you hear what I'm saying? But I just felt it was so disappointing. She is his wife. I don't understand this whole, if God told him to do it, he just need to go and do it and don't talk to his wife about it. Are you kidding? She is his wife, not his assistant, not his subordinate, right? Russell is not her supervisor where he just makes decisions and doesn't have to consult with anyone. No. This is a partnership. And I am not understanding how her parents could sit there and let I'm going to back up. I'm going to back up so I don't get all upset and not invested up in this thing, but I don't understand how they're placating to the fact that he is not communicating. They made excuses, they took his side, and they did not protect their daughter. And it was very sad to see that, all in the name of religion, to control. Because there is no way that I would be okay with my man going and doing whatever and not at least communicating with me. Not being a drill sergeant, not telling him what to do, not controlling him, but at least communicate. And you all are making an excuse as to why he didn't and why he shouldn't. Anyway, that was all. I'm still pissed at the parents. Like, they didn't have her back at all. They really, her parents, the two people who should have her back, literally like left her there. Like, that's what religion does. Like, yikes. Anyway, y'all get down in the comments, let me know what you think. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend anybody, all the Bible people and all the Christian folks. I'm not trying to come for Christianity, but I'm just seeing it more so as a form of control. Yeah, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Support Black women. All right, take care.